Hi, this is Peggy Miller. I'm the medical herbalist that is presenting this podcast series, and this is the chronic and specific episode, which is on the issues of yin deficiency as it relates to prostate, particularly enlarged prostate, and diabetes. Now, last time in chronic and specific number 7, this is number 8. There was 2 intros, then there is an overview where you get familiar with the terminology. Then there were 20 maintenance segments, which are excellent. Look at your different ages for maintenance herbs. And then finally, I've moved into chronic and specific health issues. And yin deficiency alone, and last time I talked about kidney yin deficiency and rashes and night sweats. Go ahead and look at that one. But I had thought I'd be moving on probably to heart yin deficiency, but I realized that I hadn't given kidney yin deficiency enough attention. And the reason being that and I think I mentioned diabetes. I did not mention enlarged prostate. And basically, I want to rehash just for a moment the importance of yin. Yin in the body is general moisture, not mucus necessarily, though if you have too much yin, it can lead to difficulties in organs like the spleen, and you build up mucus. But generally, the yin is a moisture that's like a cushioning. It's what keeps our skin moist. It's what keeps our eyes moist, and generally all of our organs and our bones. Believe it or not, the bones. You've probably used raw soup bones to make soup, maybe anyway. Raw bones have a bit of moisture in them. Everything in your body needs a certain amount of moisture to operate, sort of like water. Just think water and everything, in order to keep it cool enough, in order for the organ to function well. Too much heat and not enough moisture will lead to the breakdown of organs. Well, when you have kidney yin deficiency, there are a host of problems. The kidneys are integral to the functioning of the entire system, to the health of the blood, to the maintenance of what's called kidney essence, which is what gives you your basic strength, aliveness. Kidney essence leads to healthy bones, healthy hair, healthy skin. And when you don't have enough yin in the kidneys, enough moisture, then you can have different problems. And I talked last time about night sweats and about rashes and that whole grouping of problems, which are paramount symptoms that you have to pay attention to. I brushed on tinnitus. Tinnitus is a symptom, and it's an important symptom. It's a symptom of yin deficiency, and it can also be a symptom of liver yin deficiency, not just kidney. And when I get to liver yin deficiency, I'll speak of it again there. But the reason you hear this tone in my voice is I've encountered men have this problem of enlarged prostate, and it's a serious problem. It can be very aggravating and lead to a lot of urination at night, if not 24 hours. And kidney yin deficiency has been shown to contribute to enlarged prostate. So what do you do about that? The one main research has been done on this primarily by Chinese medical herbal traditional clinics and they've posted the results, and they do very thorough research. And there is a formula called Romania 8, which is 8 herbs. Now, why Romania 8 and not Romania 6? Because Romania 6 is 6 herbs, which is often used for kidney yin deficiency. Well, one of the common symptoms along with the enlarged prostate is a feeling of cold, cold feet, general sense of cold, and the peeing at night. And in order to deal with those symptoms, and that means the body has progressed to kidney yang deficiency. And when you have kidney yang deficiency, it is simply, this gets a little, and you probably think, well, what's the point of understanding this? It's actually kind of good to understand it a little bit. Yin deficiency, if allowed to sit around in the body, leads often to what's called yang deficiency. Because when the yin is deficient, the yang becomes dominant. You've seen this probably in couples when one of the in marriages, when one of the spouses is very quiet and very submissive, the other person often, and it can be male or female, the other person often becomes very yang, out, dominant, strong. The trouble is when you're too yang for too long, it demands a lot of heat from the body. And after a point, you start to burn up your yang as well, and you can become yang deficient as well as yin deficient. And this can really contribute to a lot of problems, including enlarged prostate. Because of the dryness in the kidneys, because of the subpar maintenance ability of the kidneys, different problems can result. One of them can be that you just get an enlarged prostate. It starts to grow, whether it's because of the friction of the dryness from the yin deficiency. The studies, if you Google kidney yang deficiency and then dash enlarged prostate research, different studies will come up. And basically, Romania 8 has been one of the formulas, the main formula actually, from an herbal standpoint, that can help. Doesn't always, but it can. And basically, if I'm working with someone, I first have them on kidney yang deficiency, the Romania 8, until the peeing at night gets way better and the coldness disappears. And as that happens, then I switch sometimes to just Romania 6. At that point, what you're trying to do is also increase the yin in the kidneys. Romania 8 increases yin and it tackles the yang deficiency. So when you have those symptoms of the cold and the peeing at night, you need to try to take the Romania 8 for quite some time. People often with the symptom can have hypothyroid. They can have a hypotendency, meaning a very slow moving. Sometimes they will have a lower blood pressure. And Romania 8 helps with the variety of these things. People that are hypothyroid often are it's recommended for them to take Romania 8. So basically, that's one of the approaches, the main approach I can recommend. I do recommend that you seek out a medical herbalist who's more used to using these herbs so that there can be check-ins, discussion of reactions. Sometimes the person will have other symptoms going on also contributing, because if you have an enlarged prostate, what you'll often find is your yin deficiency is not just kidney yin deficiency. You may have liver yin deficiency. And the various types of yin deficiency in the body need to be treated, and often are treated simultaneously. But kidney yin deficiency is a part and a heart of enlarged prostate from the standpoint of my training. So basically, that can be a very useful herb regimen for that purpose. It increases yin, it increases kidney yang as well, and it will help alleviate the problems of cold, the lack of circulation in the fingertips or the feet, and it will also deal across the board with trying to either keep the enlarging at bay so that it doesn't grow more, and with the goal of trying to decrease the size, that being the goal. So that's very much a part of kidney yin deficiency and yin deficiency in general. Diabetes, I mentioned last time a little bit. I didn't mean to overlook it as a very important subject. It's just that diabetes, usually kidney yin deficiency, the best time to catch it is if you're pre-diabetic. If you're not yet moved to a more serious case of diabetes, but you're starting to really have sugar fluctuation problems. Goji berry, by the way, is very good for that. Helps for sugar control and helps eliminate the spikes of that caused by sugar, which is one of the signs of pre-diabetic. But also, generally, that's the best time to catch if you want to impact pre-diabetes tendency. And there again, it's Rehmannia 6 usually, unless there's the peeing at night and a cold symptoms, in which case you'd use Rehmannia 8 for a while. So I know it's like this one formula, but the reason it's a very useful formula is because it's a combination of herbs that help directly increase yin, but help clear mucus in the body, which can be stuck anywhere and causing a great deal of problem. And so it indirectly helps the spleen. And it also clears heat from the system, which is created by the indeficiency, almost like if you had a motor car and you were run out of oil. That's the same kind of the burning and the heating that's created is the same thing that happens with your body. That heat needs to be cleared. Rehmannia 6 and Rehmannia 8 do that. They do those variety of things, so it's a very important. But it's also important to make sure that you get the brand of Rehmannia 8 that includes prepared aconite. It's very important that it includes prepared aconite, but if you get it in pill form and you see aconite preparata, that's prepared aconite, and cinnamon. Those two extra in addition to the Rehmannia 6. And some brands are not using that, and it's not doesn't have the impact for the enlarged prostate that, or really for the diabetic. The Rehmannia 8 that's been studied includes the prepared aconite and the cinnamon. That's the Rehmannia 8 that they are talking about. So that's very important. I hope this has made a little bit of sense. Talk to a medical herbalist. Get a consult and really look into these herbs because they can really help the kidneys rebuild yin, rebuild yang, and function better, which is critical to your health. Listen, you have a good day. This is Peggy Miller once again. A shout out to both MCAT and KFGM, which is FM 101.5 Missoula Radio, for running these, and to YouTube for carrying them. Thank you. Have a great day.